been here all night.
Ariana,
I've been here all day.
Nicki Minaj.
And boy, you got me walking side to side.
Let them hoes.
I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body. Feeling like I wanna rock with your body. And we don't gotta think about nothing.
Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Welcome. And if it is that you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Now anyway, I'm gonna be doing a video today about like transitioning, because I've been getting quite a lot of questions about like how do I start my transitioning journey and where do I go, and all these questions. I've been getting privately messaged by quite a lot of people recently, especially after that whole docu came out. Yeah, like a lot of people have been wanting to know how to get their processes started. So this video is going to be detailing the steps to like finally getting to medically transition through hormone replacement therapy. So let's get right into it. Okay, so you probably might be wondering what this look is all about today. Well, I was feeling pretty down, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually turn this sadness into like something productive, and it worked. But anyway, that's not, I digress way too much. So the first step is deciding which option is best for you. I mean, there's two options. So you can either start your transition process medically, or you can start it privately. Well, I use the public health system because like it's more affordable for me, so that's what I chose. So you have to decide what it is that you're gonna do, because like with the private healthcare insurance, it's a little more pricier, whereas with public, everything is subsidized, to be honest. You pay close to nothing, so it's really suggested. Although it does get quite annoying, especially if you're dealing with people that like are just not woke, or their politics are not really rich and wealthy. It really is a struggle. That's the other stuff that you're gonna deal with. I mean, like, you have to consider that when you make your decision. After all, you have to really consider whether you'll be able to deal with the microaggressions and like the shit people say to you, and like the constant misgendering. But like, I mean, as a transgender person, being misgendered is gonna be part of your life forever. So I think you're gonna have to weigh what it is and whether money is a problem like for you, or whether it's not a problem. And if it is that it's not a problem, honey, I would say just go to private health and get your life. With private health, I don't know how they do it, but with public health, once you've decided, for instance, that like, okay, I'm gonna go do the public health thing, you just set up an appointment and then you attend regular vibes. But health, I don't know if you can just do 1 or 2 psychiatry sessions with a psychiatrist, and then like they assess you and then give you a letter to start your prescription and your medical transitioning. I don't know, but with public health it takes quite a while before you actually get to access all of that shit. But I'm about to go into that, so don't worry, nothing's being skipped here. I'm about to like dive into that. The second step would now be to set up an appointment with your doctor. So your psychiatrist, particularly, because it's not just a general GP, it's a psychiatrist. You have to have an appointment with your psychiatrist. So you do that by calling your nearest health, what would I call it? Health providing services, like a hospital basically. That's what it is. That's particularly, I'm going to make an example with me. I use the Chris Baragwana clinic, which is like in Soweto. Yeah, so I used to go to Soweto regularly, and like with the Chris Baragwana clinic, what you have to do is you call the Lutando clinic. So the Chris Baragwana clinic is like the major hospital, but then in it there's multiple sectors of like departments that you call for different reasons. So Lutando clinic is under the psychiatry. It's under the psychiatry unit of the hospital. So it's so weird and shady. I don't understand why is it under the psychiatry. I still don't understand why being transgender is still classified as like a disorder. Gender dysphoria disorder. Literally, that's what my psychiatrist wrote, and it's still on my fucking... Ugh. But let me not get into that. I digress way too damn much. So you go to the particular unit that deals with that, and at the Chris Baragwana clinic, that's the Lutando clinic, Lutando Bara clinic, and then you set up an appointment. They'll give you a date as to when to come through, and then that's the date where you'll have your meeting with the psychiatrist, and then you'll delve into what your situation is and how you've been feeling, or like that's the step 2, you get it done, and then like you're closer to living your best life. Step 3 now is to like attend the regular psychotherapy group meetings. So now every alternate Monday there's always like a group. So for instance, today there's a group, but I'm not going to that group because I'm doing this video, and this video is very important. Anyway, so yeah, every alternate Mondays there's a group. To like, for instance, today there's a group, and then next week there's no group, and then the week after that there'd be a group again. You know, you get it. You attend those psychotherapy meetings. So there's only 2 groups per month, and then you have to do these meetings for quite a while. So you attend those, and then in those groups you discuss how you're feeling, and it's a group setting with other transgender people. It's not just transgender females, it's both transgender females and transgender males. Like, we're mixed in there, and it's such a beautiful, that was like one of my favorite parts about transitioning, meeting other people, and then others who are much further with their transitioning process, and sharing that and listening to their stories, and also just generally relating to other trans people about like growing up trans and the complexities of thinking that you identified a certain way, only to find out that how you thought you identified was actually just a product bypass of like not having enough information. That's what it is, and like that's the 3rd step that you need to get done. Attend your psychotherapy meetings, because like without the meetings, guys, this is something that I have to stress as well. Without you attending the psychotherapy meetings, you cannot actually get your prescription, like get to like medically transitioning. It's like a compulsory part of the program for you to attend the psychotherapy meetings as much as possible. Like there's a detailed guide. You have to attend them for a certain period of time, and they count that. So if you're not like up to that required and compulsory time space that they give you, you're not going to start your medical transition process. I don't know how they do it, and I don't think actually the private health sector does that. You probably might see a psychiatrist for as soon as they actually understand and have the information to make a full-on diagnosis as to, okay, this person actually is gender dysphoric, and I can actually prescribe it. And I think with private health, that's the benefit of doing private, because like as soon as your psychiatrist like diagnoses you, you're good to head to the doctor with your prescription. Ooh, my throat is doing the most, child. What? Can I just clear my throat? I don't understand what is this. I actually need to drink water. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but like my throat was like, I don't know what was that, but it was going through the most test. But as I was saying, with private health, you have the benefit of actually not having to do a whole month's program where you have to attend and be psychotherapized or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, that's the benefit of it. If you got the money, I would actually suggest you just go to your private psychiatrist. It's much, it's quicker, I believe. I don't know about these facts as facts, but I believe they don't have like a rigorous system where you have to attend for a certain period of time. I don't think that's the case. So finally, it's step 4. After this 4th step, what happens with the 4th step is that like, this is after now like 6 months of you having been with the hospital program, wherever it is that you are, whether you're in PTA, Cape Town, Grooteskia, Steve Biko's the Pretoria one, and then Chris Baragwana in. So step 4 is a step where you are now done with your 6 months of attending the regular psychotherapy meetings, which I told you happen every alternate Monday. So once you're done, that happens for 6 months. You have to attend that for 6 months. Once you're done with that, then you are now ready. You're gonna get your letter from your psychiatrist and psychologist, whoever you might be dealing with, and then you're gonna get that. And then that letter is the letter that sends you up to the next stage of your transition, where you can now start to medically transition, where you start your HRT, basically meaning your hormone replacement therapy, where they actually now replace your testosterone production and actually inhibit it, so you don't produce that shit no more, that poisoning. We don't want that shit. So that's good, it happens, and then the endocrinology department is where they'll be dealing with you now. So that's why it's not so compulsory for me to attend these meetings. Like today I'm missing one because it's not compulsory anymore for me to attend because I've done my 6 months program and I'm done. So I can attend now out of my own discretion. So those are the 4 steps that you gonna have to follow through with in order to start like your HRT process. But that depends on whether, you know, the first step, what you decide in the first step, all of this whole steps depends on what you have decided in the first step, which is whether you're gonna go public health route or whether you're gonna go the private health route. But either way, your life is waiting for you on the other side, honey, and like I cannot wait for you to slay queen. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if it is that you liked it, please thumbs up me, and if it is that you didn't like it, thumbs down me or whatever you want to do. And if it is that you did like this video, you might want to subscribe. I mean, the button is right here. I made it super easy, so go ahead and subscribe and you'll get the notifications to the latest video that I do right in your inbox and mailboxes. So like, yeah, let's do that. And thank you so much again for watching me. From me, Glowmamiii, I'm out.
Boy, I got you